Andre.
Hey, Andrew.
Hey.
So I'm an electrical technician, and the guy before asked a question. I figured I'd answer it before
Good.
he stopped listening.
Does fibre need power to operate?
Yes.
Well,
as soon as your fibre comes across, the fibre comes into the house and goes into your router. It's actually your router that is creating your phone line. You don't have a real phone line anymore.
No.
Completely
But, okay, the question, Andre, is, therefore, in an earthquake, when you lose power, you lose the phone.
100%. Phone's gone.
Is this a good call?
I find it extremely frustrating. I do alarm monitoring, and so every time someone changes to fibre, we have to put a cellular device in.
Which will go down in an earthquake as well, as we found out with Christchurch. As soon as the batteries run out, well, we're mute.
Yeah. Insurance still covers you, though, because...
No, that's not the point, mate. That's not the point. That's not the point. In a national emergency, when you need to phone, you need to phone. And if no phones are working, well, then we're stuffed. Here's a text for you from LK. Andrew, none of the changes we see from so-called government agencies seem to take any account of what-if scenarios. And with the digitisation of everything, with the fibre that needs the power, what if we have a major earthquake? What if a major volcanic eruption? What if a solar electromagnetic storm? What if a nuclear thing, it is vulnerable, it sounds to us.
Oh, 100%. I am of the belief that when they're dropping in your fibre, there is no need for them to cut the copper line. The only reason they're cutting that is to save on maintenance costs. You could still have a phone line on copper and your internet on fibre.
Yep.
But if you want to do that, they'll be charging you an extra $60 a month.
So, we've seen them all physically pulling the copper out, and I've had allegations that, of course, Chorus knows that because copper has such a big price on the international market right now. Would that be a fair enough bow to draw?
The Chorus techs, from the ones I've talked to, get about 4 weeks or so of training, and then they're out on the job. So if you're someone from a background like me, that's fine. You already know what you're doing. But some of the guys coming over, they're following a manual. And so if it says cut the line, they cut the line. And if they want to keep the copper, they do.
Awesome. The copper that we spend so much money as a nation putting in the first place, which tends to work if you maintain it. It's 21 to 4. It's NewstalkZB. I didn't know that about the fibre. I've been getting text after text after text. The fibre is routed if you have a power cut. Done. And that is where we're heading. We are talking about the Commerce Commission coming up with rules. They're quite concerned about a 111 scenario, making sure that we have the ability to phone the emergency services. If it ain't broke, why pull it out? It is 20 to 4, NewstalkZB.